Yes sir, man. YouTube, what is good? It's your boy NOT, Nate on top, man, and we are here with a video from Jimmy High Roller. Now this video I had stumbled across yesterday. I wanted to react to it yesterday, but I had too much stuff going on yesterday and I never came across, really trying to react to it. So I just said I would save it for today. We are here with this video from Jimmy High Roller. Now back to what I was saying. I stumbled across this video maybe 2 days ago when it had just came out, and this video was talking about, will anyone ever break LeBron James' scoring record? Now I had mentioned, boy, if I could pull up a clip, it would really put the icing on top. But I think it was in that LeBron James video that I reacted to, the game that he broke the record, where I said I don't think nobody would ever break the record. I mean, when you look at LeBron James and how he's had to maintain his body just so he can break the record, I don't think this generation will ever do that. We got too many guys load managing, constantly getting injured. Cough LaMelo Ball. But yeah, I mean, the NBA, like, players are just not as consistent anymore as they were. Like, if you look at a guy like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like back in the day, guys were playing 82 plus games. Like, I remember I found something, and if I could pull this up, this would be good too, but it was like 42 players in like the early 2000s played 82 games. Only 5 players right now in the NBA have played 82 games. That's absolutely insane, man. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's see what this video is talking about. Let's see if he's on my side. I'm on the side of no, I don't think nobody's gonna break it, but let's see.
1,410 games, 53,742 minutes, 27,829 shots, and nearly 20 years later, LeBron James has scored more points than anyone else in NBA history. Once believed to be an unbreakable record, broken. And with LeBron still going strong, one can only wonder where this scoring record could end up, and if LeBron's new record,
I think when it's all said and done, LeBron he's gonna have at least 42,000. Wait, at least 42,000
will ever be broken. And I know,
at most 45 if he plays 5-6 seasons.
Unbreakable record, only to be broken years later, just like all the ones that came before it. But will LeBron's scoring record truly be an unbreakable one? And if not, who could possibly be the player to do it?
I have no idea. I have no clue. No clue.
Prodigy is it? Yes, absolutely.
Back in 1947, the NBA was a whole lot different than it is today. From the gear to the rules, and even who was interested in the game of basketball. At the time, most sports fans would rather witness Ted Williams hit dingers than sit in a hot gym and watch a bunch of guys get their cardio in. But even in its infancy, the NBA still came down to that one thing: scoring. And in 1947, no one could score the ball better than this guy, Joe Fulks, the NBA's first bucket getter. With unshakable confidence and a silky smooth jump shot, Joe became the first record holder for the most points in an NBA career.
How many points did he have?
7,021. But Joe's record wouldn't last thanks to a young and up-and-coming talent by the name of George Mikan. In 1952, George Mikan would surpass Joe's scoring record and become the first NBA player to surpass 10,000 career points. 5 digits, a historic milestone for the league. But it would only be 2 seasons after Mikan's retirement that his record would also fall. This time to the all-time great talent of Dolph Schayes in 1958. Schayes would go on to hold the record for 6 years and elevate the total to over 18,000 career points. A massive jump from the previous record. But Dolph's time as the NBA's leading scorer was a brief one, because in 1964, just 1 season before retiring, the great Bob Pettit eclipsed Schayes' previous record and became the first NBA player to surpass the 20,000 mark, establishing a new record of 20,880 career points, a record that should have held up for many years to come if it wasn't for this guy, one of the greatest scorers to ever play the game and a player that would redefine basketball. Wilt was such an unstoppable scorer that he not only shattered the all-time record, but he did it in just 7 seasons. And once Wilt obliterated the previous record, he would spend the next 7 seasons piling up a scoring total that was almost inconceivable at the time. The first player in NBA history to pass the 30,000 point mark, finishing his career with 31,419 points in 1974. By the time Wilt retired, there wasn't a player within 5,000 points of him. His record safe for many, many years to come. It wasn't until a decade later that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar set a new all-time scoring record in 1984 with this skyhook. And through unwavering consistency and a 20-year-long NBA career, Kareem would take the scoring record to a place that no one ever thought it could go. On April 23, 1989, Kareem would score the final regular season points of his career, bringing the all-time scoring record to 38,387. Reporters, players, and coaches at the time, and ever since, calling the record indestructible, safe from being touched or disturbed for as long as the game existed. It would take a nearly perfect player, designed to play the game at the highest level with ultra-elite scoring.
What is Michael Jordan's scoring record? I just wondered that. I don't know. I never looked at the scoring record. All I know is it's Kareem, Kobe, and LeBron, and somebody else. I think it's Wilt Chamberlain too. Where's Michael Jordan on that record?
Ability, unmatched consistency,
I gotta go check.
and a career that spans across
I gotta
decades.
do my research.
He would have to stay healthy and avoid the sharp decline late in his career that every athlete inevitably faces. It couldn't possibly happen. In theory, this record could be broken, but in reality, this player just didn't exist.
If Kobe would have played like 3 more seasons, he would have probably broke that record.
Combine a generational scoring talent with the size and strength
he
of
had like 35,000, something like that,
and the mind of a basketball savant, and tireless discipline matched with a love for the game to continue to push and climb 20 years into his career. And we have found that player. LeBron James has officially become the NBA's all-time leading scorer. But long before LeBron's inevitable climb as the NBA's all-time leading scorer, he was just another young talent with a whole lot to prove. The only thing standing between him and basketball immortality was 38,388 points.
Still a lot of points. Still a lot of points.
6 from the field.
Oh, that's finna get that copyright. Ooh, okay. Lee James.
This was the first time I had ever watched
Lee
LeBron
Dunk on Duncan.
live. I was just a kid.
Lee Duncan.
I faintly remember hearing the name LeBron James in the years leading up to this moment. The hype, everyone talking about him, he was in commercials and on billboards. But this was my first memory of him actually playing basketball. It was quite the first impression, and immediately I knew this was my guy. I was officially a fan of the NBA and a fan of LeBron James. And this poster on Tim Duncan was the 6,329th point of LeBron's career. The idea of him one day breaking the all-time scoring record was not even on the table yet. That wouldn't happen until a decade later. Around 2017, the idea of LeBron one day becoming the all-time leader in points began to float around. It wasn't a matter of if he would break the record, but when. The earliest instance I could find of LeBron being mentioned for the all-time scoring record was in an article by John Hollinger all the way back in 2009. In this article, John used the formula to try and predict when
probably only had like 10,000
possibly be broken and who might break them. And 14 years ago, the most likely candidates to break Kareem's record were Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Carmelo Anthony. Another article was written by Adam.
Hey bro, that just lets you know how much of a threat Carmelo Anthony actually was, man. Melo, I mean, of course I wasn't alive. Well, I was alive when Melo was on the Nuggets. I just was too young to see it, bro. I was like 3 years old. What the heck? But yeah, I watched the throwback highlights, man, of a lot of different NBA players, a lot of hidden talents, guys like Brandon Roy, Carmelo Anthony, and which is one of the reasons why he became one of my favorite players, Tracy McGrady. I mean, he's literally my favorite player of all time. Just not even has nothing to do with accolades, but everything to do with his just sheer ability. And the reason why I like Paul George is because Tracy McGrady reminds me of Paul George. They're both natural silky scorers, man, with great footwork, great talent, and they're long, bro. Like, yo, those are my guys, man. But yeah, I mean, Carmelo's a beast, bro. Only if he would have been put on the right team. I also heard that he's gonna get signed. He might get signed to the Phoenix Suns. They're trying to negotiate like a roster spot or whatever for Carmelo. So if the Suns so happen to win the championship, I pray they don't. Carmelo, this will be Carmelo's first. And a good way to cap off his career.
With accuracy, each model predicted that LeBron would break the record sometime in 2023. This model in particular narrowed down the date to sometime in early 2023. But if you look at the trajectory of LeBron's
Wow,
career, we
and
should
this
have
was
saw
in
this coming
2009.
long before we crunched the numbers.
What the heck?
Because LeBron was the youngest player in NBA history to reach 1,000 career points,
He was
surpassing
19?
the point total just 41 days after his 19th birthday. LeBron was also the youngest player to reach 2,000 career points, and 3,000 career points, and 4,000, and 5,000, and every single career point milestone all the way up to his record-breaking total. LeBron's path to scoring the most points in NBA history was set into place the moment
Youngest
he
to reach
stepped onto an NBA
38,000?
court. Now, is this
How old was
scoring record
Kareem
a
when he reached
testament to LeBron's
38,000?
dominance and sheer
40?
ability, or is this record a demonstration of longevity? Or is it both? In the NBA, 20 points per game has been the standard for a good or possibly even great score, depending on what era that player played in. 20
There
points
goes
a
my
game
boy
may not
T-Mac.
sound like much these days, but the list of great players to average 20 throughout their careers include Dirk Nowitzki, Paul George, Tracy McGrady, Kawhi Leonard, Paul Pierce.
Yeah, now you see. Look at my guys right there. I even include Kawhi, even though I don't like the way that you load manage. But look at my guy PG, look at my guy T-Mac, man. That's why I'm saying, bro, they were just natural scorers, man. But Paul George still has a couple more years in his career. Tracy McGrady's career was cut short. But, I mean, these guys are championship-type talents. I mean, they just, I don't know, just dealt the worst hand.
And DeMarcus Cousins. In fact, of the
DeMarcus
thousands
Cousins.
of players who've laced
Man,
up
he gotta
in
get
the
back in the
NBA,
league, bro.
only 74
Where he
have
at?
a career average of at least 20 points per game. Now, if a player averages 20 points per game, and let's say they play at least 72 games a season, for every season of their career, how long do you think it would take that player to even touch LeBron's record? 22 seasons? Maybe 24 seasons? No. A player averaging 20 points per game every year while only missing 10 games a season would reach LeBron's scoring total somewhere towards the end of his
27
season in the NBA.
27?
That's what it would take to
Hold
reach
on,
LeBron's
bruh.
current record.
Hold on, bro. Y'all didn't see it. I don't know where I'm gonna move my camera. Maybe I can move it over here. But yo, that junk says 27. Let me take this image off. That junk says 27. You have to get to year 27 just to beat LeBron's record. I'm telling you, bro. The way he's managed his body and the way he's been able to keep such an insane level, a peak. That's why we say LeBron. We don't know. LeBron's still technically in his prime. Like, bro, it's crazy.
But
I see LeBron
that's
playing
what it would
another
take to reach LeBron's
5 more
current
seasons.
record. The man is still one of the league's leading
At
scorers,
max
with
5
no
more
signs
seasons.
of slowing
At
down.
least 3.
This scoring record is not just some feat demonstrating how long LeBron has been playing in the league. It's evidence of his absolute dominance on
crazy.
the game for 2 decades. So really all anyone would have to do to beat this record in the future is score the ball better than anyone in the history of the NBA and play the game longer than anyone in NBA history ever has. And yeah, sure, they could break this new scoring record because the volume of LeBron's scoring is just as impressive as the persistence of his scoring. Are y'all familiar with Pistons center Jalen Duren?
Yep.
Young guy, solid player. He hasn't done anything notable in his NBA career yet, except
He's strong as crap, though.
And currently the only
Strong
player
as
in
crap.
the league that is younger than LeBron's NBA career. LeBron made his NBA debut on October 29th, 2003. Jalen Duren was born November 18th, 2003. LeBron has been getting NBA buckets for longer than this NBA player has been on this earth. This isn't just longevity. This is superhuman. In fact, the last time LeBron failed to score double digits in a regular season game was all the way back in 2007.
So you telling me he
Famous streak of
scored
double-digit
double
scoring,
digits
now at 1,140
since 2007?
games, which just sounds
Bro, what the
like
hell?
an impossibly large number. But
That's
to really grasp
that's
just
insane,
how long
bro.
LeBron's been on this streak, here's a chart of the longest current double-digit
That's
streaks in the
fucking
NBA. Here's LeBron all the way at the top with 1,140, and let's work our way down until we find the next longest active streak. It's not in the thousands, it's not nearly 800 or 700, still not even close at 500. Keep going,
100.
keep going,
Yep.
and stop. With an active streak of 109 consecutive games, Joel Embiid has the second longest streak of games scoring double digits, which means at his current pace, and if LeBron's streak ended today, Embiid could break LeBron's consecutive double-digit scoring record sometime during the 2041 NBA season. And I think we can
Bro,
add
that's
this to the list
crazy.
of records that will never be touched for the rest of time.
That's
So with
crazy.
LeBron breaking the once
That's
unbreakable
insane,
record,
bro.
what will his new record end up being when it's all said and done? LeBron has said on multiple occasions that he wants to and feels capable of playing into his early 40s. He's also said that he wants to play with his son in the NBA and that is
I
ultimately...
mean, we all know that's gonna happen. We all know that's gonna happen. LeBron he's going to play until his 40th season. Like, he's gonna at least play until we're in 2023. I say he's probably gonna retire in the 27-28 season or the 26-27 season. He's got juice. He's got juice. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that's insane. And then he's gonna get to play with Bronny because Bronny he's about to go into college, and Bronny, he might be a one and done. He might actually be a one and done. He's supposed to be in the top 10 when in the 2024 draft or whatever. Which, yeah, that does mean he will be a one and done. But yo, that'll be 3 seasons in his career that LeBron's there. Like, that's crazy.
goal is to win a championship
That's
with
crazy.
his son, which gives us a rough timeline of his last years in the league. Next season will be Bronny's freshman year in college, and he'll more than likely have to play at
Is
least
Bronny really
2
gonna
years
play
of
for the
college ball
Buckeyes?
before he has a real shot of making it to the NBA. So that means Bronny's first season
Or is he
in
just
the league
teasing?
will be the 2025-2026 season, which puts LeBron's final season as roughly the 2026-2027
That's what I said.
NBA season.
Yep.
Now time for the hard part. How many points will LeBron average throughout his last 4 seasons in the league?
Probably like
Here is the
20,
overall trajectory of his points
22,
per game over the
something like
last
that.
20 years. And as you can see from the data, LeBron
Crazy.
is a statistical anomaly. Not only has he been impossibly consistent for 20 seasons, but over the last just confirms my suspicions that he was in fact made in a lab. But these numbers don't tell the whole story. Because
the chosen
in order
one.
to average these numbers, LeBron has had to fight off injuries and fatigue in recent years, which makes the trajectory of his total points each season look like this. His aging becoming a bit clearer from this perspective. This current season has been a bit of an outlier since he's been chasing the all-time scoring record, but if we take the information we have and try our best to factor in the variables that will dictate the next few years of his career, injuries, fatigue, and aging, then by his last season, LeBron
He'll
will
probably
end up
have 45.
somewhere around here.
Yep,
Finishing his
45.
career averaging about
Good.
24
I'm a good
points per
guesser.
game in his
I'm a
final
good
season,
guesser.
and
I'm
adding
a good guesser.
another 6,740 points
That's
to his
crazy.
existing record of 38,411,
That's crazy.
which brings his total career points to 45,151. And
I
we
don't
can
think
round this
nobody
number
will
to
ever
about
break that.
45,000.
Yeah, nah.
If Kareem's previous record
That's
was nearly
insane.
impossible to break, then I can say with 100% certainty, without a shadow of a doubt, that we will never see anyone break LeBron's scoring record in our lifetime. I mean, this total is so massive, it almost doesn't even make sense.
45,000
Excluding LeBron,
points.
There's only been 7 players in
45,000
NBA
points,
history who have
bro.
even passed
Oh, I forgot about
30,000
Karl
career
Malone.
points. Among
Oh,
active
Michael
players,
Jordan.
Kevin
Okay,
Durant-
okay, Michael Jordan. Okay, yep. This is the official. So Michael Jordan has 32,000. Hey, he's top 5. He's top 5. In the words of Jason Tatum, he's top 5. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that's absolutely insane, bro. Hit 45,000 points when it's all said and done, bro. I heard LeBron's he's injured right now, so I'm still kind of rooting for the Lakers to hopefully make the playoffs. I just want to see them make the playoffs. I mean, they've had a tough season. They had a tough past couple of seasons. This will be the 3rd year straight when LeBron hasn't made any type of playoff appearance ever since the bubble. So it would be good to see him, and his team make it after all the triumphs and stuff that they've had to go through. But yeah, man, that's crazy.
It's the
45,000
closest to
points,
LeBron's
bro.
scoring total. And after 15
Carmelo has
of some of
28.
the most prolific scoring seasons we've ever seen, Kevin Durant is still nearly 12,000 points behind LeBron. Which means
That's
that
wild.
if LeBron James retired today at Durant's current pace, averaging about 27 points per game, playing 55 games a season, even if he maintained this level of production, it would take Durant 8 more seasons until the ripe age of 42 before he even catches up to LeBron's current career point total.
I want to say something though. Kevin Durant's one of those guys where, although he does go through injuries, he still stayed the same level. He's went through Achilles injuries, all type of injuries. I mean, this dude Kevin Durant, it's a possibility. It's not like I don't see Kevin Durant playing another 8 seasons. I see him possibly playing another 10 seasons. At the pay, I mean, he's 34 right now. He's on the verge of being 35 next year, or maybe this year. Whatever the case may be, I mean, this guy's still at a top level. I mean, these two, KD and LeBron, freaks of nature. Freaks of nature. I mean, sheer scoring ability alone. Like, these guys physically, although Kevin Durant, he's 240. He's literally the same size as Giannis. He just has wiry strength. But still, like, I mean, these guys are freaks, absolute. I see him reaching. I'd say he'd probably get 35 when it's all said and done.
Keep going down the list of active NBA players with the most career points, and there's no one even close
Russell
to being
Westbrook.
on track to beat this record. James Harden's already 33 years old, Westbrook is 34, Chris Paul is 37, DeRozan's 33, Steph is about to be 35, Damian Lillard's
Dang, Steph's about to be 35. That's crazy.
Even he's 32 years old and about 10,000 points behind LeBron at this point in his career. The first player on this list that is still on the upslope of his career is Giannis. Because of his slow start when he entered the league, he is about 6,000 points off pace from where LeBron was at this point in his career.
Dang.
So it's clear
That's
that
crazy.
a player who will even have a shot
You would
at
have to come in as the immediate number one, like the best player in the league. You have to come in the league as the best player in the league.
Angle here. What about the young guys? With the increase of pace and offensive output the NBA has seen over the last few seasons, are there any young stars who are on pace to catching LeBron in the future?
I don't see it.
After 5 NBA seasons, LeBron
I don't see
James
it.
had already
Too much load
surpassed the
management, too much
10,000 career
injuries.
point
I just don't
threshold,
see it.
finishing
No matter
his
how high
fifth
they
NBA
score,
season with
every other game they score 50.
10,689
No,
total career points
I don't see it
on
happening.
27.3 points per game. And among the most prolific scoring young players
I just
in
don't
the
see
NBA, these 7 are the only players that are even remotely close to a young LeBron. Morant, Giannis, Booker, Mitchell, Trey, Embiid, and Luka. At the moment, Luka Doncic is the only player in the entire NBA who has a higher career point per game average than LeBron James, and Joel Embiid being just slightly behind LeBron's point per game average. Now, if we chart each player's point trajectory, then we get something like this. And immediately it becomes clear that even amongst the best young players in the NBA, no one really even comes close. But instead of looking at these scoring totals through the lens of seasons and games played, what if we looked at their age?
Why do we even have him on the chart?
As an 18-year-old, giving himself a head start on most other players. If we
he would never break that record
based on age, then the gap between LeBron and everyone else gets even bigger. Because the reality is that there is no one in the NBA who even has a remote chance of beating LeBron's all-time scoring record. To find that
Wait, Joel started playing at 23?
Time machine and travel into the future. If a player wants
so what is he like 30 years old right now?
Touching this record, he will have to enter the league as a polished superstar. No time to waste developing his skills or learning the ins and outs of the league.
Facts.
He'll need to be one of the most productive.
They would have to come in as the immediate star.
28, 29 points per game.
Yes,
every year for over 2 decades without missing a beat.
Crazy.
And in a league that doesn't really care about the regular season, he'll have to go against the grain and suit up nearly every single game while avoiding injuries for over 20 years. So, if I'm being honest, I don't think a time machine will help us here. Because by the time he retires, LeBron's scoring record will be so
I'm gonna keep saying it. It's crazy, bro.
No one will ever be able to break it.
It's absolutely insane.
And as always,
Lee GOAT.
Until next time.
Lee cheat code. Lee cheat code, bro. Hey, bro.
Pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. No pressure.
Since I was 10 years old. I don't think there's no pressure for me because I'm doing something that I love to do. That's play the game of basketball.
Facts. But yeah, man. That's why now, although I used to be a LeBron hater. You wanna know why? Because when in 2015 I hopped on that Golden State Warriors bandwagon. This was before they even made the finals. When they were facing the Rockets. In 2015, the 14-15 playoffs when they faced the Rockets. That's when I started liking the Warriors, and I hopped on the Warriors bandwagon because they were going crazy for what I'm saying. And I used to like the Miami Heat, so I had to break off from LeBron because he was on the Cavs now. He's not on the Heat anymore, so yeah, now that's broken. He's not with Wade. He's not with Bosh. None of those guys. He's on a different team. He's back on Cleveland. Cool. I'm hopping over on the Warriors. So I mean, it took me till now when I'm a little bit older to finally start to appreciate LeBron James. But I used to hate LeBron, man. I used to hate him, man. Especially that 2016-17. Although, you know, he did bring a championship to Cleveland, I hated that we lost that season. We were 73-9. Crazy, man. And we had KD that year. So wait, did we have KD that year?
No.
But yeah, man, that's gonna go ahead and conclude today's video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is a very interesting video, man. Jimmy High Roller always coming out with the interesting videos. Make sure you guys stay healthy. Get plenty of sleep for the next day, for the next grind. You feel what I'm saying? Gotta go ahead and edit this video and get this video out. Hopefully it does come out as a W video. But yeah, man. Grind's gonna continue. Probably gonna drop. I know if I'm not dropping today 2 times, then I'm dropping tomorrow, and tomorrow's gonna be that KD. We finna turn up. I wanna hate on KD. I wanna hate. I don't care. KD still got a couple more. KD still got like 10 more years. I'ma hate on KD. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I really want to see what he does. I predict he's gonna score like 25 points though. They don't have LaMelo Ball, so this is really gonna be like a practice game. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah. Once again, that's gonna go ahead and conclude today's video. 3rd time saying it. Make sure you guys stay healthy. Drink plenty of water. Make sure you get some good rest for the next day, for the next grind. This is NOT signing off, man. Love you guys. Peace, man. Peace, bro. Appreciate greatness while it's still around. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Deuces, y'all.